Hi guys, back for another video, a little impromptu video. Thought I got some books in the mail. I thought I would share them with you guys. Super excited. So, as the name of this video, self-help books that actually help. And I know you're like, yeah, I've heard it before, they don't help. These ones, for me at least, and my family, they have helped so much. And they're really awesome. So the first book I want to talk about is an oldie but goodie, and I've had it for a long time, so I guess it's not a new haul and an old haul, it's just books that I think really support me. It's called Loving Someone with Bipolar Disorder, 2nd edition, Understanding Helping Your Partner. So I found this really helpful for my partner, Ken, to read when we first started dating, and he's actually going to read it again because it's good to freshen up and read these things. My mom has read it. It's got very helpful things. It talks about treating bipolar disorder first, multipolar disorder, medications, holistic treatment plans, what works, what doesn't work, talks about sex and the hard truths about bipolar disorder, and it's really good. The next book I got was also from my boyfriend. It's called I Hate You, Don't Leave Me, Understanding Borderline Personality Disorder. Now, this one was recommended by my therapist. She said it would be really good for me to read, and it said it would be really good for my boyfriend to read. It talks about bipolar disorder and how you can help your partner, similar to Loving Someone with Bipolar Disorder, and I just fluked that name. It talks about borderline personality disorder, BPD, and eating disorders and drug abuse and all of those good things, not so good things, but all of those things, growing and changing, which therapy is best, borderline dilemmas, damned if you do, damned if you don't. So it's a good book, and I highly recommend it. I can't wait to read it. Yeah. And this one, I already read. I bought it in Apple Books because I could not wait to get this book. It's called It Didn't Start With You, How Inherited Family Trauma Shapes Who You Are and How to End the Cycle. And now, the first part of this book really was kind of boring. It talks about this guy's life, and I didn't really understand it, and I was like, okay, guy, let's get on with it. And actually, it explains really well, inherited trauma and intergenerational trauma and how it's biologically in us. It's not just the way we were raised, but it's also our environment and how it's passed down from generation to generation and how you can stop it and what therapy works best. And it talks about phobias and chronic disorders and emotional mental health. It's phenomenal. The next book I have here is Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents, How to Heal from Distant, Rejecting, or Self-Involved Parents. Now, I found this one on my own. I read up on it. I hate not being able to go to a bookstore, but COVID and immunocompromised, so I stay inside and order things. So, how parents influence development of role of self, emotional parent. They're hard to give to, they demand, they resist repairing relationships, and it talks about how intense these relationships can be and how to overcome them, because it's likely that your emotionally immature parent probably won't overcome them in their lifetime. And I think that's important to realize. And I hope that my mom and my dad will overcome their mental illnesses, but I don't see that in my lifetime, unfortunately. And so I need to learn how to deal with that while also dealing with my trauma. Now, the last three here I have, this one you've seen everywhere, and it's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. It's really good. My friend actually got it for me, and it's just helped better my life. It teaches you how not to care, but to care in a good way. And I know that sounds crazy, but you just have to read the book to understand. And it's so good. And following this book is I probably said this about all the books, but this is the book I'm most excited for, and it actually came in hardcover, not softcover, which also made me really excited, because I didn't realize that. And it's called Unfuck Yourself. Get out of your head and into your life. And it is just like a self-help book. And earlier today, I just flipped to a random page, and this one here, it says, "06, I am not my thoughts, I am what I do." And I love just being able to flip to a random page and seeing a quote, but also having, like, actual paragraphs as well. And it kind of breaks up the book for me, because if you don't know, I also have ADHD, which means my concentration sucks. The last book, which is actually really good for my ADHD and my bipolar disorder and all of the good things, is called The Other Side of Me, A Memoir of the Bipolar Mind. And this is by Julie Craft. And she writes this book, and it's so riveting, and things are different, and things are upside down. I'm holding this book, it goes this way. Things are upside down, and right side up, and there's quotes that I said I love, and pictures, and it really keeps your mind intrigued, and she talks about that, and she said she wanted to write a book for someone who is bipolar, who could actually concentrate on the book. And I think that's very important to note. You know, I think that's awesome. And so those are the kind of books that I've been reading lately. Those are the books that have been helping me out, that my family's been reading, that I've been researching. If you want to see the workbooks I have for borderline and bipolar disorder, let me know, and I can do a video on that as well. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for all of your support, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!